Hello and welcome to episode 45 of Aravaipa Trail Talk. I'm Jam.
I'm Jubes. We're back.
We're back. What's up, guys? We are back with the show. We know that you missed us, and yeah, we haven't done a show since October, and that's way too long. We feel like we've been a little bit out of the loop on Aravaipa stuff, and so we want to get you clued in. We're bringing back Aravaipa Trail Talk every single week. It's going to be back live on Instagram and Facebook, and then recorded for publishing on YouTube. So that one won't be live, but hopefully it'll be a good quality. And as you notice, we have a new set. We did some reorganization in our office here, and we're really pumped about it. It just feels good in here.
I know, it's nice.
Such a good space.
It's a good zen feeling.
So this is August 14th.
Sure.
Wow.
That's what it says.
My kid just turned 2.5 2 days ago.
What?
That's pretty exciting.
Bananas.
Yeah, he's insane. And he's already done several races, which is really cool. So he's getting up there.
He's crushing.
How has your summer been?
Great. I just got back from Utah, and it's been delightful. So, beginning of July, I went up to Colorado, spent the month in Colorado, and then spent the last 2.5 weeks in Utah, and just kind of staying out of the heat and traveling around and digging down in the mountains, and good times.
Nice.
Yeah.
I as well was in Silverton for a couple weeks, and then just helped organize Tusher's mountain runs, which we took over. And that is going to be a topic for next week's Trail Talk. And that's going to be Noah and I.
Cool.
And we are going to talk all about Tusher's, all about his race at Ute. But this week is all about Silverton and about Jubilee.
It's my
Jubes.
favorite. That's
I'm talking about you.
That's my favorite.
No, but in seriousality, we do want to continue kind of, I guess, the format for Trail Talk going forward is going to be pretty much all things Aravaipa.
Yeah.
We might have specific topics. This week is literally a catch-up of what's been going on this summer.
Sure.
How did the Silverton races play out? What's the future of them?
Yep.
Gonna let me talk?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. You're just agreeing.
I'm
It's
agreeing
awesome.
with all of the things.
And then I want to talk to you about what's upcoming for the races that you're directing.
Okay.
So we've got one this weekend we'll talk about.
Sure.
We've also got, what else do we have coming up? Oh, we want to talk about everything Flagstaff.
Yep.
Because that's been a bit of a nail biter for us this year. We want to talk about all of the things.
All of the things.
And then talk about Javelina, because that is going to be here before you know it.
I know.
And you know you don't want to miss out on that one. So thank you to everyone tuning in live. As we have done before, we open this up on Instagram and Facebook to take your questions. So if you have any, go ahead and type any questions you have for us in the comments. We will scroll through them near the end of this show. But for now, let's get right into, let's talk about Silverton.
Okay.
Do you want to give us a little rundown of how things went this year? Because you directed all of the Silverton races. I want to hear about them.
Yeah.
And maybe, what's going to happen to these events in the future? Where are they going?
So we did Silverton races this year. We changed it up just a little bit. Usually in the past we spread it out between 2 months. This year we kind of compacted all of the races within a few weeks of each other, like one after another and then after another. And it worked out really, really well. We switched the Silverton 1000 this year, rebranded it to Steep Camp, and it was so nice. It was so wonderful. We had just a great group of people out there. It actually doubled from last year. So we had about 60 runners all together out at various times during the week. Camping, training, running,
it was one of the best training weeks that I've had this entire year.
It was so nice, yeah.
I was participating this year, and thank you for that, because I know you barely slept and got probably no miles in, and that's what I used to do at this event. And I was able to run 100 miles in 5 days, and I felt so good by the end of that week.
Yeah.
I think I threw down a fastest lap at mile 93 or something. And I had a great time at Steep Camp. I got a really cool buckle. I was just wearing it. I am wearing pants, but I'm not wearing my belt. Anyways, okay, we're good. But really cool buckles. We probably should have like had all the swag out, but maybe we'll pull it out here in a minute or so.
Oh yeah, we've got we had camp mugs, but I mean it was.
I do see a buckle. I'm gonna grab it real quick.
And I've got.
We're just gonna abandon ship.
And we're back.
Okay, so
we're doing great things.
This is the buckle for Facebook viewers, for Instagram viewers, which is backwards for some reason, and for our YouTube audience. You get your chance at like basically a run steep, get high buckle.
Yeah.
This is really fun. Honestly, the thing that I thought was really cool this year, you got some of the mugs here as well.
Yeah. So camp themed.
We had a couple guys that normally do the 200-mile races. Tom Rogowski and Dara Farrow.
Yep.
They both ran, and it was really cool because they came at it from a perspective of doing the Tahoe 200, the Bigfoot 200, and they loved it. They were able to get more than 200 miles. They got their buckle, and they said it actually didn't beat them up that bad.
No,
like their feet were great. They felt amazing at the end, and
both
it was
guys,
cool.
They were just super. Darrow and Tom were both really, really consistent throughout the whole event, and they pushed each other. And gosh, they were so hilarious together. Anyway, Darrow's done ATY multiple times, and it was just it was a nice, chill environment to do some really big miles.
Thing that I loved this year too was there was just a lot more like people hanging out.
Energy,
It seemed like every afternoon when the rains came in, everyone's just kind of chilling and hanging out in the tent. And I'd love to see more of that and see this grow.
Yeah.
It feels like there's a good excitement. So it's just there's no better place to be in the summer. And Silverton, it's just relaxed and low key, and you can get training miles in the day. We went out to Avalanche Brewing one night.
Yep.
Some people were off doing other runs in the area, or they come in for 2 days and go do that as well. Yeah. So it's just a great community, and hopefully we can see more people camping out and just the energy.
I would definitely like to see
energy
it grow.
build.
Yeah,
so,
for sure. And like right after Steep Camp, it was so really amazing to see, because right after Steep Camp, we had this good group of people from Arizona. And then more people from Arizona came up to join us for the Kendall. So, you do a few days of training at Steep Camp, then you go and you're already done and prepared for a good 12-mile mountain run. You go up 6 miles, you hit the peak of Kendall, it's over 13,000 feet, you come back down. And, it was an Arizona takeover. Yeah, at Kendall, and
at the rum bar that night.
At the rum bar, at the beer garden, like you peek in, and it's 15, 20, 30 people from Arizona, all hanging out. And it was
Thank you guys for coming up. It was really really cool
thing,
to see,
and completely made my summer. Especially after seeing everybody at the rum bar, and I was able to celebrate, and I had back-to-back events is sometimes difficult, and there's a lot of work that goes into it, but to come back and come into a bar in the middle of Colorado and see a whole bunch of familiar faces just totally made my summer. And I thought that was just tremendous that you guys came up and you showed up in Colorado, and so really thank you for participating this year. And then we capped everything off with the Silverton Alpine Marathon right after Hard Rock. So it was Steep Camp for a week, and then we did Kendall, and then we did Hard Rock, and then
and we had infrastructure at Hard Rock too. We had
the beer,
Run Steep Get High, had a store there with 20% of the proceeds going to Hard Rock, and then we also set up some other tents and things. But it's always nice to be part of that race as well.
Yeah, it's awesome to be part of the race. And
you were out taking photos?
I was taking photos, just kind of for fun, and then I actually gave all of the photos and an album to Oliver and Dale and Hard Rock to do with what as they please, basically.
Who knows where they'll end up?
I have no idea. I just kind of sent it out into the interwebs. Who knows? And then we capped it off with Silverton Alpine Marathon, and had a nice turnout. And
where does that race go?
So that is a loop around the Silverton Alpine It's all of these like mining ghost towns in the area, and it goes up and over California Pass. It's just under 13,000 feet, so it's 12.9. But you run the road. I equate it to like Colorado's Crown King, right? So it's kind of a Crown King where you climb and climb and climb and climb and climb, and you hit the top. In the middle of the race, you get to come down. So it's a good 50K. We had actually, I mean, it was a fun day, and we had Chris Furman, who is a local to Silverton. He's run multiple of our races, and he was actually on the 50K course, oldest guy to finish that course in like over almost 10 years, which was super exciting.
Nice.
And yeah, just like overall, just a fun, really easygoing course. The guy from BLM who permits our race came and ran the 50K.
Really? Because he did Kendall last year, right? Then he did the Silverton Alpine this year.
So I'm loving the BLM reps out in Colorado, because
even here in Arizona, Penny is amazing for
oh
Black
my gosh,
Canyon.
it's so great.
So awesome.
So Jim Lovelace came out, and he wanted to experience Kendall last year. He did that, and then this year he signed up for the 50K, and he's like, yeah, why not? Came back and said it was just a great course. He really enjoyed every step of the way, and would like to do it again. So yeah, we'll see kind of where that race ends up, because I know then we took on some other big mountain race.
Yeah, Tusher's Mountain Run. We'll talk more about that probably next week.
Yeah.
And I'm probably going to put out a video on the Run Steep Get High channel all about how that maybe came to happen. But we transitioned. I drove the truck straight from Silverton Alpine straight to Utah. We put on our first event in Utah, and it is spectacular, and
So
it needs to
pretty.
be on everyone's bucket list.
Oh.
I mean, of course you should come to Silverton, but also, I mean, this is a true mountain race. It's not like any other of the Aravaipa events that we put on.
No, not at all.
This is a remote, tough race. It's basically, we got thunder going on,
Nice.
but like my brother said, who ran the 70K,
Yeah.
it's like the Hard Rock for everyone, because there's no lottery. You can just sign up for it, and it's not 100 miles.
Yeah.
And
It's
but
a good-
it
yeah, he
packs
said
a punch. The
yeah.
winning time in the 100K was 15 and a half hours. I think the course record is like 13. So
tough-
it is a beastly course. It is spectacular. It's so pretty. We're going to be putting out some footage that we got from the race.
Yeah.
Definitely
Check out the photos.
at some point, Jubilee was out there taking amazing photos. So I don't want to toot our own horn too much on that one, but I ran the race. It wasn't our race. We didn't create it. It was originally created by Matt Gunn of Ultra Adventures. It was passed through Vacation Races, and then we were able to take over the race, acquire the race from them. And I love the area. Every time I get up there, I'm just blown away. I was sad to leave.
It was my first time ever experiencing that area, and I thought it was stunning.
And it's like a hidden mountain range.
Oh my gosh.
So I don't want to like take away from this episode, but we will touch base with Noah next week on that one.
I know
and
it's
go
not my
all
race, but I
into
could
it.
seriously, I could talk about that
Yeah.
race for the entire episode. Go
And
on.
yeah, so what about Silverton next year? Can you reveal anything? Can we talk about maybe what's going to happen? Do we know dates or what's going to happen with that?
So what we're thinking basically is I really liked going in and doing it kind of compact in 1 month. It was really nice and tight. So I'd like to continue that, but we're going to flip-flop just a little bit. And hopefully this is approved. We went ahead and submitted dates for next year, and it's going to be 4th of July weekend. And so what I would like to do is kind of a back-to-back-to-back race. On 4th of July, we always host the Blue Ribbon Run for the town of Silverton. It's the Silverton Youth Center. They're a nonprofit.
It's a benefit for them.
It's a benefit for them. So it's purely like it's basically donated time to help them out and to produce that race. It's usually a 2K, 5K, 10K right on the 4th of July. So you kick off your weekend or your holiday with a good run, and then kind of participate in the other town's activities, which there's a lot in Silverton. And then, so that's on a Wednesday next year. And then on Saturday, I want to go ahead and host the Kendall Mountain Run while everybody's still in town, where they're excited about the weekend. So we'll have kind of like play off of the celebration of like this is going to be the 42nd running of the Kendall Mountain, which you think about that and it's amazing that this race has been going on that long. And then on Sunday, right after the Kendall Mountain run, we would host the Silverton Alpine Marathon.
Oh, so they can double up. Kind of like Pikes Peak, where you can do like the ascent on Saturday, marathon Sunday, double it up.
Yeah, so you hit a peak on Saturday, you kind of loosen up your legs, you get ready, and then you go after it on Sunday, and
That's
you
awesome.
do a big marathon or a 50K or whatever floats your boat. And just like bang, 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 right in a row. I would love to see like kind of a trail festival during that week and that weekend during 4th of July.
Awesome.
So hopefully y'all can come up and celebrate your holiday in Silverton.
And then Steep Camp?
And Steep Camp would then be pretty much right after that. So we would start it like the Tuesday or Wednesday after Silverton Alpine Marathon. So you would continue your training in the mountains. Come hang out with us, come camp with us, come drink beer with us.
And that would kind of extend into the weekend right before Hard Rock.
Right before Hard Rock, yeah.
So people in town for Hard Rock, if they could actually participate in Steep Camp.
Totally.
And then go into Hard Rock Week the next week.
Yep.
Very cool.
Yeah. So that would be
awesome.
That would be a blast. So
Sweet.
Hopefully, like I would love to see kind of an Arizona takeover again, because it just warms my heart to see you guys all come up.
That's awesome. For those of you guys tuning in right now live, we have probably about 20 viewers each, maybe 25 on Facebook and Instagram. Be sure if you guys have questions for us. I know it's been a long time since we've done this show, but yeah, we're bringing back Trail Talk to answer your guys' questions about any of our events or anything that's going on, questions you have about running and trail running and training. Please let us know if you're tuning in later to our YouTube video. Leave comments below. We'd love to hear from you about what you're training for, questions about the sport, anything like that.
Yep.
Thankful for you guys tuning in right now. So yeah, feel free to type questions away. I haven't seen too many yet, but please feel free to type them and we will get to them shortly. What else do we want to talk about?
I got a race this weekend.
You are doing a race this weekend.
I'm not running a race.
Oh, you're organizing.
I could run a race, but actually it's sold out, so I don't have a chip, man.
No, you can't even do anything.
I can't even run my own races. This is what you guys do to me. No, this is going to be the Jackrabbit Jubilee weekend, and
second year of this one.
Second year of this one. It's kind of the sister race to the Hoffet Hamster that we host in May, and this is probably going to be just as hot, and it's a night race. So it's a 12-hour, 6-hour race hosted at night at Nardini Manor, and I kind of go all out for this one. This is pure bananas.
It's your namesake race,
it's
so you've got to go crazy.
Yeah, it's a little we're super serious at this race, guys. Okay, no, yeah, this is just a lot of shenanigans. You come out, you race, you rave, you raid things, and we're just gonna call it a good time.
Cool, and I will be missing it, and I'm sorry.
I know.
Second year in a row.
Second year in a row. He's got to get his stuff together and attend one of my races.
And I got to earn my jammies because
ridiculous.
I see them all over the place, and I haven't earned them yet. So, we did get a question from Michelle Has It, and this is perfect because this is what we wanted to talk about, anyways.
Okay, great.
Tell us about Sky Peaks.
Great.
With like some shade emoji. We do want to talk about Flagstaff Sky Peaks. We just put out a little blip today, and I just have to. I want to be open and have a conversation about it. I want to apologize for the delay in the information about this race. We're getting so many questions. We appreciate you bearing with us.
Yeah.
We're changing up the format of the event, and it took us a lot longer to work through all those kinks. It's almost like creating a brand new race, honestly. So if you have been with us for a long time, you know that Flagstaff is very near and dear to my heart and our hearts. I'm a native Arizonan. I have been for generations. I grew up camping in this state. I love Flagstaff. Although I'm a Phoenician and a desert rat at heart, I love the mountains. And I've always wanted to put on a premier level ultramarathon trail race in Flagstaff. And it's been a struggle. I'm not going to lie. We put on our first Fat Ass, which was like a free training run, like free ultra. Yeah, there's more people wanting to know about Sky Peaks. It's great. We're super excited about the new direction, but we put on a fat ass called like, I don't even know what it was like a Flagstaff 50K, and we just like showed up and didn't charge, just did a free little route, couldn't put any markings down because it was a non-permitted event. And it took us like a couple years to even get a permit. It was I don't even know the phrase, like it was just very difficult to get them to even entertain the idea of allowing a long distance trail race in Flagstaff. And we finally broke through with the Forest Service. We were like the first one to put on an ultra in Flagstaff, I believe. We did the Flagstaff endurance runs. It started and finished at Buffalo Park, and it's been an evolution since then. It never really took off too well. It was great at 50K, 50 mile, and it kind of did okay for a couple years, and then we were able to join the U.S. Skyrunner Series and turn it into the Flagstaff Sky Race. The vision being it's a tour across Flagstaff's mountains.
We tried in Arizona.
We tried to make it as epic as possible while you can't go in the wilderness. So our hands are a bit tied up there. The best trails, the most epic things are in the Kachina Peaks wilderness, and we can't go up there because it's all wilderness. So we're able to kind of bypass that by going onto the ski resort at Arizona Snow Bowl, and we were able to partner with them, and we had the Sky Race there from 2014 till last year. The U.S. Skyrunner Series announced it was closing down, and so we still wanted to hold the race, but maybe in a little bit of a different light, because I felt like we had to kind of change the event a little too much to fit their standards, and it didn't flow as well as I think some of our other Aravaipa races that just like a Whiskey Basin, a Black Canyon 100K. These are just classic epic routes that I think anyone would want to do. It's like on a bucket list type of a thing, and this one felt a little contrived.
Yeah.
The 50K, it did a double Eldon at the beginning. The ski slope stuff at the end was gnarly and not the best footing, and we hear you on that. And we want to set a new course and a vision really for something bigger than just a trail race.
Kind of like our hands are untied and we can kind of explore the whole area.
Yeah, and really like create an event that we would want to have a lasting impact on Northern Arizona and on the Southwest, and that I think people want to run. So ultimately, race, and this is going to be a long-term thing again. Like I swear it's going to be like a 20-year plan to get this thing where we want it to, but like the vision is we want to ring the peaks. We want to ring the San Francisco peaks on a single track trail, and that trail doesn't currently exist. So we're trying to lay the foundation, and we want to stage it all out of Arizona Snow Bowl. We are excited about what the Snow Bowl is doing. They have a new owner as of a couple years ago.
They've done a lot of construction,
and they're
in the past
adding
couple
lifts
years,
and all kinds of exciting things, and we want to grow with them and establish them, help do what we can to make it a premier mountain race at a mountain resort in Northern Arizona that we can all be proud of, and that is going to draw people in from all over. So the vision is we want a race that will cover the highest mountains in the San Francisco peaks, staying outside of wilderness on single track trails. We want to ring the peaks. So that's the concept. This year we'll have a 50-mile distance as long as the permits go through. And then we felt like there was a gap in the shorter distances. We had the VK before, which was very contrived and went up and down because there wasn't enough gain.
Right.
And then we had a 39 and a 55K, which are actually very similar in my opinion.
There's nothing really between.
So we want to launch something for everyone. It's going to be high altitude. It's going to be great runnable trails. There's going to be a little punch up the ski area at the beginning of the races, and then it's going to be just great running through aspens and fall high altitude trails. And that's the vision. So we want to have
from
a 50
mile
50K, 25K, 10K, 5K all at the resort on the same day, and eventually hopefully something longer than 50 miles. Not 100 miles ever, probably. We've already got the Stagecoach 100K.
Possibly 100K.
It'll probably be a little longer, a unique distance. It might be whatever makes sense. It might be 120K or something, 115K, something that kind of, maybe it can bridge the gap between 100K and 100 mile, I think, really well. So that's not in the cards this year. We're just trying to pull the event off this year. So
hopefully just the things that we're trying to do is just kind of comes together, so we're able to get you guys out there if you want to.
And a little more insight into some of the trails we're using. We have some speculation on the chat here. We had scoped out some little known trails that they exist up on the north side of the peaks outside of wilderness. Unfortunately, until they are Forest Service approved, we're not be able to use those trails. So we are having to use some dirt roads this year. Forest Service roads. So it's going to be a mix of a race. It's going to have some really steep ski lift stuff. It's going to have some steep trails. It's going to have some runnable trail.
Single track,
tons of Aspen, Arizona trail. And it's also going to have some dirt roads, some significant dirt road sections. We ideally don't want that, but in order to lay the groundwork for this concept, we still want to hold the race. And I think it'll still be really pretty and really fun. And it just means you get to run faster.
And it's just, this hopefully this idea will just continue to evolve, and this course will continue to evolve to the where, that to meet our vision. So,
we fully expect that hopefully we can get it off the ground this year, and then maybe we can work with the Forest Service on this vision. I kind of use the name like the Peaks, the Peaks Loop Trail.
Yep.
There's a Flagstaff Loop Trail that goes around town, and this could potentially be the Peaks Loop Trail, where it ties together some of these little known trails, and actually we can create maybe do trail work and donate some of the proceeds from the race to help fund whatever studies need to be done to incorporate these trails. So it's kind of a long-term plan, a long-term vision, but it's something that I think we're excited about, and we hope that you guys will be as well. And hopefully we can all get out there and do some trail work days.
Yeah,
and
kind of a startup this year as well.
So that's kind of the update on Flagstaff.
Yes.
Hopefully we will hear this week from Snowbowl. That's another piece of the equation. They were hit pretty hard from, just a rough winter. They were closed for 2 months because of the forest closures. So they're kind of still recovering from that. So they could really use all the support that we can give them. Yep. So if they have a good winter this season, please go visit them. Ski. Give them your money. I'm going to go up there, if they open up.
I haven't been snowboarding in a while.
So that's the update on Flagstaff Sky Peaks.
Yeah.
We will answer your questions. So if you guys have questions about that race, please, we're going to get to those in just a second.
Mm-hmm.
The last thing we want to touch on before we get to the questions is Javelina 100.
Javelina 100.
And do you have anything first off about it? And then we want to talk about the new race, the Jackass Night Trail.
Yeah, Javelina 100. I mean, my gosh. It's bananas and wonderful, and please come and experience it. But if you are not, that's kind of what we want to talk about. If you want to run Javelina 100 someday, and you are not up to 100K, 100-mile abilities yet.
Or if you just did your 100-miler in September and you're not ready.
If you exhausted yourself on the Mogollon Monster a couple months before.
Or the Bear 100.
Or the Bear 100 or something. And you hit your goal race for the year.
And you just want to come party and wear a costume.
Experience it, right? We've made it available this year through the Jackass Night Trails. The Jackass Night Trails is basically an event within the Javelina 100. And it features 1 loops or 2 loops during the night at peak Jackass party time. So you can get the full
Jackass Junction aid
station. So that party will be popping. It will be going full effect when you're coming around, and it's basically your ticket to.
Well, the nice thing about
experience it,
nice thing about doing a 1 or 2 lap, and then being at the disco party in the desert is
there's no time
you're
restraints.
Fresh and you can enjoy yourself.
Absolutely.
Go and dance for a half hour.
Right.
And have a good time, and then continue on your way.
You haven't been running for 12 hours in the heat.
And you're not chasing a cutoff or anything.
Yeah. And so, and that's the beauty of it. There's no time restrictions. I just want you to have fun. I want you to go out there and just have a blasty blast and experience the race, in kind of the best way. And then, later down the road, maybe experience the whole Javelina 100. But this is your taste. This is your, intro to Javelina 100, all of the aid stations, and most importantly, the party at Jackass Junction. Because that is that's the scene.
That's the attraction.
That's the attraction.
Well, and the other aid stations, too. They're going to be stepping up their game this year as well. We got some surprises in order, so.
Oh, hell yeah.
Anything else? I think let's move into the Q&A section.
Totally,
now.
Let's do it.
If you guys have questions, please post them. We're going to get to them right now. And let's get to it.
Whee.
All right, so I've got Instagram. Jubilee's got Facebook. Just going to scroll up. Again, if you guys are tuning in, pop your questions in. We're going to get to them right now.
Totes my goats.
And they could be about anything. Nothing's
Yay.
off limits. Well, we might not answer all of them, but...
Oh, there's nothing off limits. You want to ask me? Go on.
Badwater06, have you seen my ATY tattoo? I don't know if we have.
Actually, I have.
Awesome.
Yes. You posted
Is it the logo?
somewhere.
The sun and moon
it's
logo?
the sun and the moon.
I think we have seen it. Mia on the run. Yes, Trail Talk is back. Thank you. We are so excited, and it's going to be a lot of fun. BMI 32, see you at Javelina this year. Gentleman Wick, October. That was our last episode. He's not very happy.
I'm sorry.
We've got, and then he says 186 days till Black Canyon. You got anything over there?
Jesse Elliott says, I want to do the Javelina 100 for my first 100 next year. My run club, Mustache Running Club, will be there to hopefully crew and pace me. I'll be training in the humid conditions, and to get some vert where I can, but it can be hard in Arkansas. What is the best piece of advice you can give my crew and for myself as we
lost the rest of it.
I lost the rest of it.
Well, vert is not as important. That's more of a running race, honestly, and the heat training is super important.
Yeah.
As for crews, I mean, honestly, take care of yourself as a crew member, because that
bring so
shade if you can.
For sure. Bring a little tent.
We're hopefully going to have more shade this year with some of the Hoka setup
Yep.
to help you guys out. But
Yep.
take care of yourself as a crew. I think that's super important.
Just being in the heat it drains you pretty quick.
Definitely. And it will most likely be hot. I mean, we hope
Yeah.
that it will be normal temperatures, but you just never know. Let's see. Scrolling down, we got a lot of people joining. And let's see if we got some more comments here. You got anything?
For people, Ricky Haro says, for people running Javelina 100 for the first time, any advice on running in the heat and how to cruise set up?
Yeah. I mean, now I know Ricky, thanks for tuning in. I know he moved to Arizona. Hopefully you're still here. We need to connect. But, get out there and train in it.
Yeah.
Get used to it. Figure out how much you're sweating, how much water intake you need.
Yeah.
But honestly, some of the tried and true methods, even if you're not heat trained, is wet your body. Put water on your clothes. Wear things that will keep water. Even ice bandanas, sleeves that you can soak and that will stay soaked, and carry extra water with you between stations.
Yeah.
It could be an hour and a half, 2 hours in the heat of the day.
Keep water on you.
You want to keep water on you
Yeah.
and keep ice with you, and bring extra water just to douse your head.
Yeah.
Because if you're not keeping your body cooling and using that evaporative cooling effect, you're going to overheat. We saw really good numbers last year for finishers because people we had basically unlimited ice, and that will be the case this year again. And we saw great finisher rate because people had access to the ice and the water, and they were using it and being smart. So that will be the case again this year. We'll be spoiling you with ice, and it's going to be awesome. So that's
how to cruise set up at Javelina 100. Really, it's first come, first serve. But that entire Javelina headquarters is kind of your playground. So that entire course, like half-mile course.
With the new setup as of 2 years ago.
Yeah, within the headquarters,
yeah.
you have crew access around that entire area. And you can set up a 10 by 10 pop-up and kind of host your crew there on the headquarters on the course, right there for you.
If you know someone that can come out and pop up a tent on Friday morning,
you'll
be all set up for sure. Mariposa Maria Walton, my favorite dynamic duo. Thank you. Jay Zeller, why is a city with such a large ultra running community not more accepting of a premier event? Flagstaff should welcome it. Yeah, I kind of agree.
Yeah.
It seems like a struggle to get people to come out to some Flagstaff races. Hundreds of them will travel to like Imogene Pass, and it's like maybe we just haven't been offering the right thing for them. I don't know.
Right.
I don't fully know.
I mean, that's and that's exactly what we're trying to do. So.
Yeah, we want to really put on something really quality for Flagstaff, and hopefully they come out and support it. We definitely welcome it, and I think what I want to do is if we get an approval, I want to throw like a party up at Mother Road Brewing in Pizzicato and have giveaways and like a launch party.
Totally.
And maybe talk about the vision, and maybe invite. I'm just like freestyling here, but I want to get I would love to do some give back with the mountain bike community too and get them involved, because that's the thing about the mountain bikers too, is if we can have like a Peaks Loop trail around the whole Peaks, mountain bikers can ride that loop and runners can use the loop because it's outside wilderness. They can't go in the Kachina Peaks wilderness on bikes. And I know that's frustrating. So linking it together would just be great for everyone.
Yeah.
Because we all love single track. I mean, the roads we can deal, but it's nice to get off the dusty roads. And so hopefully, it's
a great way to see the peaks and the flags.
I don't care how this happens. I just want to help facilitate and push this vision forward. And I think hopefully that can be like the goal of the Flagstaff Sky Peaks, and the legacy of it is that we will, maybe 5 or 10 years down the line have this great asset around Flagstaff that they have. The Flagstaff Loop Trail is getting a lot of support, and I think if we can tie into that and create the Peaks Loop Trail, I think it would just be such a great asset for the Flagstaff community, because you can run around the peaks, you can run around the town, you have the Arizona Trail. It makes sense to me. So hopefully we will have more news on that, and it will all move forward, and we can all run it someday. Cool. I know that's a race I would want to run. I want to ring the peaks. RC Duncan 10, looking forward to Jackrabbit Jubilee. Just noticed Nick Curry signed up. This is going to be a fun one. Any comments about that?
Right on.
You think he's going to take as many selfies as he did at Tusher's?
I mean, he really just did enjoy taking photos at Tusher's. It was quite amusing. But he's in the 6 hour, and there is a fastest lap, so I'm excited to see who throws down at Jackrabbit. So
Jay Zeller also jumping in, speculating about the trails. We haven't posted the new Sky Peaks routes. We're kind of waiting on the final approval from Forest Service and Snowball.
Yeah. Crossing
the fingers that we hear this week. Abinaw, Bearjaw, Weatherford, Interbasin, none of those really, because those all go in wilderness.
Yeah.
We would love to use them all if we could. We just can't. But I will say Arizona Trail, and I will say Forest Roads, Waterline,
AZT,
and then pieces of the old Sky Race route from last year. Joss Smith, Sundays are good for trail work for me. Perfect.
Cool.
We'd love to lead that. We're going to be leading a lot more trail work days. Black Canyon Trail, we're getting heavily involved with the Black Canyon Trail Coalition. We are now a steward of the Maricopa Trail. And Scout, who works with us, is going to be helping a lot with that, has experience building trail. So we're really going to make a big push to give back in the rest of 2018, 2019. Trail work is going to be a big push for us at Aravaipa. So we're really excited. Squirrel's Nut Butter sounds awesome. Forest closures were awful. Yes. We've got Luke 833. That's Luke Sanchez. Super
Luke
pumped
Sanchez.
for Javelina.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Totes. That's awesome.
Jay Zeller, thinking of Black Canyon 60K for my first ultra. What do you think?
Do it.
Perfect.
Totally.
It is a runnable downhill course, and it is amazing. The Black Canyon Trail, it's just, I mean, I knew this like 6-7 years ago when I was just laying the roots for this, that it would be an instant classic, and it's really becoming that.
Yeah.
And we've got some big plans for the Black Canyon Trail. We can't even talk about this stuff right now.
It's such a good course. I know. I want to though. Like I'm so excited.
Big excitement about Black Canyon, guys. Like 1 year from now, your mind will be blown as of what we're going to be doing with the Black Canyon Trail.
Hopefully.
And it's so exciting, and you won't even believe it. Just going to hype it. Zach Duarte, Flagstaff runner. Any mountain outpost vids in the mix. I need to be filming one. We do have, and then we hit 200 Patreon subscribers, so we have to do another one there as well.
Great job.
You got something over here?
I have Chris Warden wants to know, do you have any music videos in the works? Go on.
No, you go on.
Oh.
It's your turn. I've been talking too much.
No, I mean, you know, I always have something in the back of my brain about the Musical.ly kind of things.
Musical.ly's dead.
No, it's not.
The app?
It's not. Well, no, it's called TikTok now.
Okay.
Okay. Did you know that?
I did know
that.
I know.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. So, no, I want to do a couple more music videos. I have some ideas.
We need to get cranking, huh?
Uh-huh.
Now we're back. We're feeling the vibes.
Right.
I would do another one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I got something for you.
Stay tuned. Josh Smith, I'm volunteering for Breakdown for Haviland 100. Can I show up early to hang out?
Sure. Yeah. Please come hang out. Come hang out.
Please come help set up tents.
Come dance around with me, man. Okay?
There you go.
Just do that. And just hang out with me, and it'll be great. And then we can set up some tents and all the things. Let's do that.
Got one over there.
I don't know. Alexandra Manos says, cheers, you guys. Greetings from SoCal. Keep up the good work. I hope to run one of your races again soon sometime.
Okay, we got any tips for Mogollon Monster 35K? Study the map. Anything else? That's from the Slightly Reckless Trail Runner.
Don't underestimate that course. It's 35K. Yes. Great. Awesome. But holy crap. That's all I gotta say.
It's some of the toughest miles of the Mogollon Monster course.
Yeah.
The Donahue Trail is gnarly, usually overgrown. I should bring some clippers. Maybe that'll be my role this year. I'll just be clippy guy.
Oh, clippy guy.
But it's got 2 massive climbs and
really good climbs.
probably
but holy
a
crap.
hot part of the day when you're coming up what we call I won't say the other name. Well, actually, why not? It's
right.
Trail Talk. Well, it's West Weber,
Yeah.
but it's referred to as Dick Knocker.
Yeah.
And that's, just remember that. It's hard.
Don't underestimate
It's a
it.
35K that probably runs like a 50K at least.
Yeah.
Something like that.
It's a good
Matt Rafford, I wish I could do all your races, but I'm way out here in the Beast Coast. Sad emoji face.
one.
I mean,
No sad emojis.
plenty of beautiful homes for sale here in Maricopa County.
Yeah.
Or Coconino County. You could be part of it.
Coconino.
Anything from over there?
Rockin' from Martha's Vineyard. Coming back for JJ 100. Sweetness. In a couple of weeks, gonna run the Freedom Trail 44K in remembrance to Operation Market Garden. Bram Van Dynam?
I don't know what Operation Market Garden is, do you?
I don't.
Okay. Maybe share a little bit more on that one.
Yeah, Bram.
Thanks.
What you got, man?
Micro Runner 505. I think having some pre and post race interviews with some of the top 10 runners from your different events would be cool.
Okay.
Similar to Iron Far interviews, it would be nice to hear from upcomers, learn about new upcoming runners. Cool. We've done a few of those.
Yeah.
I'd be open to doing some more. Yeah. And I actually have a great new wireless microphone.
You do?
That'd be perfect. So we'll see.
Wow.
Yeah, we're kind of, I guess we're a little more shorthanded on our video team lately.
Yeah.
So we'll see if we can't work that in, though. Maybe Mogollon would be a cool one to do some post-race interviews. I could probably pull that off pretty easily. thank you guys for tuning in. We have time for a few more questions if you guys want to ask them below. Otherwise, just as a reminder to our YouTube audience or anyone viewing these later, please message us, send us questions in the comments. We'll answer them on the next show.
And we hope that it won't take almost
8
a
months
year.
or 9 months,
It's
a long
fine.
time.
Yeah.
And if you guys also have any other feedback about Aravaipa Trail Talk, we do want to hear it. Will be hosted on the Aravaipa Running YouTube channel. So we want to kind of keep you guys more in the loop. We've been a little bit in the dark on what's going on. But yeah, if you have ideas on the format for this, things you want us to talk about, topics on, we're open to talking about topics. This was more of an update video, and we're going to do another update video with Noah, who is our other race director here at Aravaipa. Jubilee directs half of our events. Noah directs the other half of our events. I don't do anything anymore.
That's not true.
It's not true, but we're going to talk to Noah next week. We're going to talk to him not only about his upcoming events and how Tushers went, but also he just ran his second 100-mile race, the U100 in Utah. So we want to get the deets on that one. If you guys have any more questions here on Instagram or Facebook, please ask them now, and we will be answering them. Otherwise, we're going to wrap this show up. Any more from you? I've got no more over here on Instagram.
Jeff Klomstad says, Jackrabbit Jubilee music video being shot Saturday night. Be there. Sure. We'll do something. Well, nice. That's the thing. Like, you never know what's going on with Jackrabbit Jubilee. I keep it
could happen.
A secret until like the very end. It's going to be fine. Chris Warden wants to know, 2019 Silverton Caravan from Phoenix? Maybe? We could probably organize something. If there's enough of you guys that want to go, I'm sure that, we can organize some kind of super caravan-y thing.
We got the Slightly Reckless Trail Runner. Have you thought of a massage or stretcher guy at the end of the races? Do you have anything coming up?
We have, and there are some races that we have that have massage therapists. I think last year at Whiskey Basin I had a stretcher. It was, I don't know what it was. It was amazing. And then at Jackass Junction actually in Javelina, we always have someone who's Mojo is usually there giving massages. So for sure.
I'd say periodically we do.
Periodically we have somebody out there.
So cool. I think that wraps it up for this week. Thank you guys for tuning in to episode 45 of Aravaipa Trail Talk.
You have one more.
We have one more.
Ready?
Yeah.
Eric Nieder says, "Hey Jamil,
we
missed you out at Mesquite. The Shadow Ridge kids want to know if you were too scared."
Eric, I got to apologize, man. They've been trying to get us out forever, and we've been just not on top of it. I slept in on Saturday. I've been running around, and I am so sorry. I am going to make it though. Before Vertigo, I will be there, and I will run with you guys, and I'm going to bring goodies.
Oh.
I think. Yeah, let me connect. I'm out of town this week and weekend, but I will connect possibly. I'm trying to think. Well, it's got to be next week because we're right into it. So I think if you guys practice, I think we do weekdays too. I think it's like Tuesday. I'm gonna connect. I will email you right after this and connect with you on that, or that's on Facebook. I'll Facebook message you.
Facebook it.
Because I really want to come. I know you guys have a lot of exciting things going on. I really want to come out there. So. Oh, there he is. He's definitely talking back. Perfect. So
Nice.
If you want to comment back right now, you guys practice on Tuesdays as well, because next week I'm back in town Monday morning. So. If it is midweek, I will definitely come. Otherwise, we'll see you at Vertigo because I'm doing the full moon night 20K.
Yeah?
Heck yeah.
I want to do it.
Are you doing it?
I want to do it.
Sign up. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We're going to peace out. I'm Jam.
I'm Jubes.
We'll see you next time on Aravaipa Trail Talk.
Cheers. Yee. Thanks, guys.
Okay, thank you guys so much. We had one bonus one. How many breaks do the super elite take during a 24-hour race on the track? Just kind of curious what that looks like up close. Matt Radford.
Ooh.
The guys that are elite don't take breaks, honestly. They don't sleep, and they pretty much just run the whole time. And if you want to see it happen in person, come to Desert Solstice. It is absolutely stacked this year. It's insane. Courtney Dauwalter, Zach Bitter, Zach Gingrich, Camille Herron. Holy crap. In the World Championship, World 24 got canceled, so we're getting people from Europe coming over. It's pretty insane. You definitely want to keep an eye on that one. So thanks for the question, and we'll see you guys next time.